This is me, Christmas of 2000. November 6, 2000, Hey You Pikachu was released, and my brother Josh got this for me for Christmas. I was a closet Pokemon nerd. When I first started collecting, I knew I definitely wanted this in my collection. What I didn't know when I bought my own is that I would find my childhood copy, but since I already had one, I re-gifted it to Josh. When I found Hey You Pikachu at my childhood home, I did also find this voice recognition unit, also known as a VRU, but thought I would keep this just in case I wanted to create another little buddy because I sent mine all the way across the country to Josh. I've recently been thinking about my love for Pokemon early on. I've had a steady job since I was 12. After hours of weeding and landscaping, I was able to buy Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow, my first Pokemon game, and I fell in love at that point. Actually, this Game Boy Color. Luckily, my parents never threw anything away, and my brother Josh had it, so he sent it back to me when I started collecting. No one outside my family knew I played Pokemon. I already had enough to get made fun of as a kid. I didn't want to give them any more reasons. Resident Evil, Dragon Ball Z, sports games, and even the growing first-person shooters were the main conversation if video games were brought up in high school. What did this mean for me, though? It meant a large part of my gaming experience was only shared with people close to me. This generally meant that other nerds in my family who played Pokemon with me were the only ones that knew. What I've learned in life is to be yourself.
Be yourself.
You'll always find people that criticize you and do it in a negative way. This is destructive criticism. It's not good for you, it's not good for them, but it happens in all kinds of areas of collecting or hobbies or in life in general. From firearms to martial arts to beekeeping, and most often with theological beliefs with people who claim to believe the same as me. I've also noticed that destructive criticism usually comes from the sidelines, never from the proverbial Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu mats of life. Most people never even get on those mats. The Jiu-Jitsu mats often humble people. Here's an example of a humbling from the literal Jiu-Jitsu mat in 2019 that I got. But on the other hand, far more people choose to support and care about others. The support of people's purpose is to help build up the one that the criticism is being directed to. Constructive and destructive criticism are two very different things. Any group can have toxicity. It usually comes from some people thinking that they're right and everybody else is wrong. In reality, if other people criticize you, they don't really know your path, and a lot of times they don't even understand their own. Retro gaming is awesome, and it has an amazing community. Emulating, modding, collecting, reselling, and playing games are all examples of things that can bring common related interests to everyone. And that's video gaming. Accepting other people can play or enjoy the games how they want should bring people together. As a community with similar interests, I encourage us all to find commonalities with others who enjoy video games, even if that means caring for others more than we do our own opinions.